What's up, guys? We're gonna do a collective message for the next 7 days. Okay, it may or may not resonate, guys. Okay, because I'm doing like for a whole collective. Remember that. All right. If it's not your message, don't take the message. Okay. A lot of times it could only be like a few seconds or like a few minutes that something might end up resonating. Okay. Also make sure to like, subscribe, comment on the content if it does resonate, give your opinion, whatever else. Okay. Anyways, so you guys in the beginning of this week have peace. Release the past. There is more enriching future coming. Let go and let God. You guys are focusing on peaceful energy right now. Okay? You're very peaceful. You could actually be doing this today where it's like you're not going to be around a lot of people, okay? Um Somebody might be going to church. If not, you're praying. Okay. You might be meditating, finding ways to meditate. It's a whole lot of let's pour into me because I've given too much to everybody else. You're using time in the beginning of this week to pour into yourself. Okay. Getting your nails done, getting your hair done, doing your laundry. Okay. Shit, you might take yourself out to fucking dinner or lunch or breakfast, whatever you prefer. You might be taking yourself out. um yeah, it's just you accepting that you like peace over conflict. Okay, it may have been a while since you sat in that energy. I might be talking to somebody that may have been a while where you did things alone and you did not obligate yourself first, didn't put yourself first, but you're starting to change here. Okay, we have regeneration, growth, metamorphosis, and cycles. So you're going through some type of metamorphosis. Okay, caterpillars and butterflies could be significant at this time. You're growing. That is going to correlate with the peace card because you want more peace, you want change right now, and you're protecting that at the same time. In the middle of the week, we have decisions. Number 15 could be significant, or the number 13. Release yourself from what holds you back, a need to detox, unnecessary worry based on a lack of self confidence. So, with unnecessary worry based on a lack of confidence, I feel like in the middle of this week, I feel like you're going to have a great week this week. But it's more like in the middle of this week, you might be contemplating 1010 could be significant. Okay, you could be seeing that angel number. The number 10 could be significant. It's 1010 right now. Um, I feel like you're making decisions, you're making proper decisions to cut things back in your life, maybe thinking about detoxing, or it could be social media detox. It could be some type of codependency that you have, that maybe you drink a lot after work, maybe you do certain things. A lot of us all have addictions. Everybody has certain attachments and addictions, but there's something particular that you know that you need to cut off in some way to make your life extremely peaceful. Not saying that it's not, because you are taking the necessary steps to make it peaceful. But in order to make it extra peaceful, there's something that you might have to stray away from. Like, let's say that you this week, this is just by an example, but this might actually happen. After work, you know that you and a group of people, like coworkers, like to go smoke, like to go out and drink. There's something here that could be repetitive in some way. This is just an example, but it could be somebody's scenario where you're going to make a decision this week where it's like, I don't think I'm going to do that. No, that doesn't sound like that doesn't sound like much fun right now. I think I'd rather just go home, cook some dinner, a healthy dinner. Okay, because some of you might not be eating properly, or maybe you weren't in the past. You were too busy doing other things, not obligating your health. There's something here where you might be obligating your health, and more of your priorities, or maybe you just want more sleep instead of going out. you might be feeling conflicted because somebody might say something smart. Oh, you don't want to go out? Who do you think he or she is? Or you could just like sense that something that somebody's talking, or it's like you can read their thoughts or their mind. Okay? They might say something slick. Or you could just tell that they're judging you in some way because you're making a proper decision to actually do something healthy. Okay. It might kill your self confidence or may make you feel like the decision that you're making is not the best. But I'm here to tell you that the decision that you're making is definitely for the best. It is okay to pour into yourself and not others all the time. Stop doing what everybody else wants to do. How about we worry about what divine masculine or divine feminine wants to do, the collective wants to do? Okay? There's something like that where it's like, don't let, you know, the judgment of others kill your self-confidence in the decisions that you want to do with your life. Okay? It is okay to like go out. Okay? It is okay, but with moderation. Make sure that you're taking care of yourself. So, breakup I feel like is coming out with decision because yeah, some of the yous could be going through a breakup and you might be deciding whether am I making the right decision in the middle of the week. If not, it could be you breaking apart from things, trying your best to break apart because you want to walk away from something. That's why that breakup card is coming out. Okay, at the end of the week you have the Emperor card. Archangel Uriel, stability and efficiency, taking charge of a situation, ambitious plans. Somebody might work Instacart. Instacart could be significant, or like Uber. Or you might have your own business, or maybe planning on having your own business. Okay, I see like one of those vans, like those white vans, like the ones that the construction people use, but it's like all white, just a plain like one. um you might be thinking about building a business where it's like a drop-off service, or it's like a driving service. Something with travel could be significant. Somebody's really in their bag, okay, at the end of this week, where it's like you want more stability, you want more efficiency within a situation. If you don't already have some type of business flow that's already going on, you're taking charge of that. Like you're standing in your emperor mode. At the end of the week, I feel like I'm talking to a masculine here. If not, you embody feminine and masculine traits. But if you are like a masculine, you're taking certain steps to like build something, create something, make it more efficient. If you don't already have a business, you're going to make it more efficient. You're going to start planning stuff more efficiently where it goes good for your customers, where they're more happy. You might be lowering the price. You might be making prices more fair if you do have a business. It doesn't need to be something that I said, but it could be something like that. Where you do have a business, or maybe you're thinking about creating one. Leadership can change everything. This card may mean that it's time for you to be a leader to those around you, or it might indicate that you would greatly benefit from the counsel of a skilled mentor who can give you invaluable advice. Archangel Uriel can provide you with brilliant new ideas on how best to be a success, for it to be a success. Creativity is a wonderful thing, but without logic, it can be chaos. What you need right now is a little organization and order. A few guidelines or rules will help bring your dreams to life in the most efficient and elegant way possible. This is not meant to limit you, but to help you feel empowered and in control of the direction your plans are taking you. Okay? You could be a leader. If not, you're stepping into that energy. It's like you may have been the emperor in the reverse. Now you're the emperor, where it's like you're taking charge, you're taking lead. Okay? You might need guidance from other emperors in order to make something successful that you want to happen in your life. You could be having a promotion, you could be a boss, but you're something that you're doing right now where, like, if things weren't going good before, they're about to get extra better because you're prioritizing something that's going on here. Okay, it could be work, it could be business, it could be whatever. but you're making time for it. So you could be talking to more emperors. You could be talking to like a father figure, or you might have like a brother, or it could be a close friend that you know that has their shit together, where you're gonna start planning things out a little bit more efficiently so that way things can go more smoothly. Okay, could be a father as well. You might have like young cousins, or maybe you have a kid, teenage kid, something like that, where you actually might, it's like you're stepping into this leadership where you're getting guidance from other emperors, but you're also being the best emperor for your kids as well, or like cousins. It's very cute. All right, you got proposal. Somebody could be making a proposal to you. It could be a contract. Okay, this is the love card. Okay, it could have to do with something with love, but I don't think this is it. A proposal could be something like a contract. It could be an agreement. You might be signing papers this week. Okay? Somebody's really in their bag. You're following your passion. Okay? You got more energy. It's like you got your energy back. Something is going on here where you're being very brave because you want to make your opportunities and your dreams come true. Okay? And you want it to be successful. You're very excited. Because you know if you're planning something out correctly that it's going to go very beautiful. All right. What else? Turtles could be significant. You could have a pet turtle. Some of you might. You might be thinking about putting a turtle in your, I don't know, if you have an office, you might get a turtle. If not, that could be like your spirit right now, your spirit animal, where you're going to have more patience. You have patience. You're protecting your energy, you're protecting your stability, you're very stable. Also, you know that if you take time and patience with doing something, turtles can be very patient and they live a very long life. Okay, they do. So whatever you're creating, you know that it's going to be successful and you know it's going to have long-term success. Life path 33. Okay, you could be a life path 33. Or you could be in your early 30s, okay, or late 30s. If not, I feel like the number could just be significant, okay? Creator of your own world. You are the creator of your own world. We are. Not everybody knows that. Not everybody knows that. You know something will be successful if you just put your mind to it. Money block. You're getting out of some type of money block. You're getting help with a money block. I see some of you might be getting help. Like if you've been feeling like your money has been stuck, that's because somebody was definitely trying to block your money, or you were blocking your own money. 333. Like I said, number 33 is significant here, or you could be seeing 333. That's the angel number. Money block. Somebody wanted to block, maybe other people wanted to block your money in the past, okay? That's correlating with the decisions card. Okay, because you may have noticed that doing certain things, making certain decisions that weren't best for you, may have created a money block in the past. In which it can. Like, if you know that you don't have money to be going out every day, drinking or buying stuff that's really unnecessary. You don't need, like, new shoes every day. Or going out to eat every day. You can create your own money block by doing that. That's why people don't see me going out a lot. But I just like I like to spend time alone. Okay. I'm just that type of person. If I go out, I'll go out. But garnet, stone of hero. Garnet could be one of your stones. Like, listen, I highly recommend this stone. I'm talking to a masculine. I don't know. Something with me in medieval times could be here because with garnet, listen, um, They use that, like they found it, I think, in the Middle Ages. In the Middle Ages, it was considered to be used on a spiritual level that illuminates the darkened soul and brings light and hope where the path of life seems to have no end. It was a stone of heroes who had to deal with difficult tasks and trials to prove their courage. Okay? Maybe you may have to deal with a lot of tasks. Okay? You may have dealt with many trials. Okay? Especially when it comes to money blocks or not being able to do certain tasks. Okay? That could be a great stone for somebody here to help balance you out in some way. People look at you like a hero because you do help. Whoever I'm talking to, you help a lot of people. It's not even just like your immediate family or like coworkers that you're close to. You help so many people that are around you. Like, you are the emperor here. You have a title. It's well deserved to have some type of title here. Okay? Anyways, let's stop with the sappiness. What else for... Okay, so what else for the collectives? I feel like that's all. It's a very straightforward message. I feel like it's going to be a great week for you guys. What else? Do I want to do this? Yeah. Okay. What else for the collective? I keep seeing the Ten of Cups. Listen, you could be surrounding yourself with a lot of family. Okay? Not all of yous, but you could be focusing on your family this week. Okay? You're very happy. You have the support of a lot of people. Judgment in the reverse. I feel like that's coming out because the indecisive with the change. Okay? And you're recovering from a money block. Things are going to start looking up. On top of that, we have the Tower, and then we have the Two of Cups. Some of you may have just went through a breakup. You're getting back with your partner or your spouse, somebody you're married to, whatever the case is with the Two of Cups. This could be new love that's coming in or like a certain partnership, but listen, something may have been shaken up in the recent past where you might be reconnecting with somebody or getting on the same page with another individual. Okay? There's fire here, there's water, there's air, and earth. Listen, we got every fucking element. Okay? You could be a Taurus, you could be a Libra, you could be a Pisces, a Scorpio, Aries, or Cancer. I love Cancers. All right. That's it, guys. That's all we're gonna leave it at. That's all we're leaving at. That's 5-part spread right there. I think we're gonna leave it at that. Somebody's out here breaking generational curses also. That's just FYI. You're choosing to break something. Like, there's a change here that's coming in. The change is going to be noticed this week. You're going to notice this change. Other people are going to notice this change. Getting out of a money block. You're going to be successful. Peace out, guys.